I have your client here, Mr. Wyoff, with me.
Yes, Judge.
We sent him for another drug test today.
Yes.
He tested positive for cocaine and THC.
All right, Judge. Are you going to?
How can I let him go when he's testing positive for cocaine?
I've talked to him.
The last you didn't give me no
numerous
window.
times.
The last test was confirmed negative, Judge, or it was positive just for THC.
Your last test here tested positive for only THC. And now you're testing positive for cocaine.
Using, I probably been on my pants or something.
I don't want you to say anything.
Haven't been using.
Hold up. Did you hear that? A positive test result again? This is turning into a real courtroom drama. Imagine trying to talk your way out of this in front of a judge. What would you do? Let us know your thoughts below. Should the court show mercy or drop the hammer?
Okay, pause right there. Did you hear that? Positive again. Now imagine being in front of a judge, caught twice, and still trying to talk your way out of it. What would you do in that situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the court show mercy or drop the hammer?
Just in
Everybody using? I don't want you to use alcohol or illegal drugs.
I haven't been.
So here's the thing, it's not just one positive test, it's now two. The judge clearly isn't buying it, and this could lead to serious consequences. In cases like this, when repeat offenders test positive, what's the appropriate level of punishment? Is it time to be tough, or should there be more room for second chances?
And you just tested positive again for cocaine. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. It goes with you. Joseph, he'll pop up on tomorrow's docket, and I guess I'll reach out to you then, and we'll see how we go forward.
Stop talking.
I'll be in the courthouse, Judge, so I can just stop by.
All right. Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you.
Tell me about your guy.
So I spoke with him. We've been trying to work things out with him.
Get it.
Financial things like that. I think just based on the amount of time we've already given him, asking for the office.
Has he filled out the application?
Yeah, he did. We went ahead and got it done. And I spoke with him a little bit to understand what's going on. And if he is able to work something out, he says he'll follow up with us down the road, but he understands for now.
Come up. Come up. Yes. Are you married?
No. You know your owner.
Who do you live with anyone?
I live with my girlfriend.
Okay. How much money does you make, girl?
Okay, pause for a moment. We're seeing some serious paperwork drama here. The application isn't even filled out correctly, and the judge isn't having it. It's a tough call, but these little details matter a lot in legal proceedings. Could this oversight cost the defendant their shot at a deal?
Girlfriend make a month. Do you need to, this is all the stuff that you've left a lot of stuff blank. You need to fill this out. I'll grant your motion, okay? But you're not done with this. You need to fill this out correctly. You've not filled it out. So I'll give it back to you to fill out.
I don't really know how much is close to $1,500 a month. You know, that's what she's making.
I'll give it back to you to fill out, but we need you to, complete it, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Grant your motion.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
So essentially,
Was restitution paid?
We're not able to pay restitution. The state hasn't contacted the complainant in 2 years, Judge. That's the question.
Because here it says on 12/2, $250 restitution was due before the time served was offered.
I talked to Morgan. I talked to Morgan about this. Yes, Judge, and he's correct. The last time that
Here we hit a legal crossroad: restitution or no restitution. The court is stuck because the victim's MIA. The judge is balancing justice with an empty phone line. Can restitution still be enforced when the complainant is ghosting the process? Drop your thoughts below.
the complainant's been contacted in 2022, and
so we haven't been able to reach out again. We haven't been able to get in contact.
Have you attempted to reach out to the complaining witness?
We can reach out if you want us to. We can reach out.
You haven't reached out?
Since the last work we have from 2022, Your Honor. And so we can.
I mean, we reset this from 12/2 to 12/9 to 12/16, 3 different times, and not once has the complaining witness ever been attempted to be reached? Am I getting that right, Alex?
That's correct, Your Honor. Not since 2022.
Judge, this complaint was read in 2022 by Mr. Morse, and defense advice. And last time we approached regarding this case, we said that restitution and take the plea. But defense has advised me that he can't pay the $250.
No, it's not fair. I mean,
The state attempts to get a hold of him again and just simply can't. Will that be okay for the court?
I mean, they have before.
So this is real talk. Car accidents, insurance, and the consequences of not having coverage. The judge isn't pulling any punches here. So, what's your take? Are you playing it safe with insurance, or do you think people should just roll the dice? Let us know how you handle it.
I understand that the complainant has not attempted to follow up and contact them and ask about the $250.
They've never even reached out since the last 3 settings. I mean,
Let's break this down. The court's stuck between justice and dead silence from the victim. This raises a critical legal dilemma. Can restitution be enforced when the alleged victim disappears? The judge wants fairness, but how do you ensure that when one side ghosts the process?
I guess Alex, reach out to see if that's still correct, But I'm going to tell you now, it's not fair that there's an accident, there's restitution, but it should be made whole, and that's it. It can always be done through probation as well, but I mean, yeah. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Yes,
Let me see.
Yes, sir. So, Your Honor, I got a hold of the husband who said the vehicle was totaled. And
Come up, sir.
And the amount that he told me is actually $500 deductible, and he's going to send that document by the end of today.
Okay.
So
It is what it is, but I'm...
4 through 6.
Mr. Romero, sir, I want you to understand something that Harris County, we have so many people here and we have so many accidents, it's ridiculous. We have car insurance for a reason. When you're driving, you're expected to maintain and follow the law. One of those is maintain liability car insurance, because when you don't and you get into an accident, there are very, very big consequences. Let's say, for example, somehow someone goes out, gets into an accident and kills someone. Who do you think they're going to come after? Right. And they will get a judgment, and then just who knows what they can attach, who knows how much they can sue you for. And when that happens, you'll never recover from it. That's why for $40 to $50 a month, you get insurance that protects you in the event. They can also give you a lawyer to help you with these types of cases when there's something that happens. But God forbid something catastrophic really happens and ruins your life because of it. I routinely get emails where people come to me and say, hey, how do I get help here? I've gotten into an accident. They're suing me for $50,000 and I know I have to go hire a lawyer and I don't have any money to go hire a lawyer. What do I do? This is real life. This is what you do. Now, in this case here, there is a deductible of how much?
$500.
That's part of the agreement. So that's something that it was part of the agreement when they initially did this. So you're working, right?
Not completely, sir.
Why not?
Since because the winter came, we got laid off. So all I've been doing, I've been going to Home Depot and Sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't, you know.
Do you have an ID?
No,
Have you ever tried to go get an ID? An ID?
I'm not from here.
You're not a citizen, Judge.
I got laid off because of the winter, and all I've been going to Home Depot. You know, and sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't. And that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to, in a sort of way, maintain paying bills.
You have children.
Yes, sir.
How are you supporting your children, man?
But the same way. I'm going by Home Depot, sending them money to them because I'm not with them.
There are other ways. Find a trade. I'm sure that you have friends that are either carpenters.
All right, here we go talk about walking a fine line. The judge is trying to get Mr. Ramirez to think about his future, but it's tough when you're stuck in a cycle like this. The consequences of stacking. Convictions can make life a whole lot harder. What do you think? Is it fair for the judge to come down this hard, or is he just trying to teach a lesson?
Brick masons, something other where you can learn a trade, be good at it,
Sir.
make a name for yourself, and you can really make some money. Hanging out at Home Depot, waiting for someone that's not the one to find.
I mean, I hear you, sir. I hear you, but like you say, I've been going through like companies here. Trust me, I've been going everywhere. And my last resource, my last option is to go right there because, you know, that's the only way that I can find something at the moment while I'm waiting for something to happen.
Judge, I'd like to see what documentation a complainant can come with, so we can see the validity of that. If that is something that they're truly going to want as a condition of anything, we have to put it on like a probation.
I mean, it's
a trial. You know,
are you okay with bypassing that? Are you okay with bypassing the deductible and just going forward with it?
I believe so, Judge.
The problem is, Mr. Ramirez, how is it fair?
It's not fair.
Why? You know, it's
Not fair, sir. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm willing to like pay for my crime, pay.
But that's not what it's about. I get it. But the problem is now you're all you're doing is you're making your life more difficult in the process. You know?
Yes, sir.
The more convictions you get, the harder it becomes to get a job. And the harder it becomes to get a job, all you're doing is you're continually shooting yourself in the foot over and over and over. This life can be either a great journey or it could be an awful journey.
Yes, sir.
And the more convictions you get,
The harder it is.
think before you act. Think before you speak. It's not.
Hold up, did the judge just say 30 days in jail minimum for any future offenses? That's a big deal. The gravity of what he's dealing with really starts to sink in here. And let's not forget immigration consequences if he's not a citizen. Now that's some serious stuff.
Not hard. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You need to realize that. Don't get into a car if you don't have insurance. If you don't have a license, don't get into a car. I will have jurisdiction over you for the next 5 years. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
State, you okay with going forward?
Yes, Your Honor, we would be fine with the time served on the FSGI in exchange for the dismissal on the UCW, and we can waive rest.
And then as far as the weapon is forfeited, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the weapon will be forfeited. You're not going to get this weapon back. Do you understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. This is going to go on your record, like I said, and it's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? This can also have immigration consequences as well. If you're not a citizen, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. If you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail, it's only a matter of time before ICE gets a hold of you and you'll be stuck like Chuck in there. Do you understand? You better live with a freaking halo because you have a lot to lose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to appeal, so once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. You cannot change this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of failure to stop and give information? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the 3 days in jail, credit for the time that you've done, is it 2 days?
It's 9 days with breakfast.
9 days in jail, credit for the 3 days that you've done. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. All right, thanks, Will. And thank you.
So, Mr. Curry, Your Honor, for a plea.
Hey, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Curry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Curry, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're also charged with criminal trespass. Is that it? The agreement looks like you've worked out is they're going to dismiss the criminal trespass in exchange for your plea on the theft. It's 35 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. Is this how you understand it, Mr. Curry?
Miss Torres is facing a year in jail, or big twist, she gets a second chance with deferred adjudication. But this is no get out of jail free card. If she messes up, it's a full year behind bars. Is it worth the risk, or should she just take the punishment now and move on?
Oh, yeah.
It's time, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it? It's not time served. You still have a little bit more time to do.
No, he has, I think we may be written up separately. We did it.
I have 35 credit for 2.
He has 35 days
I don't know.
credit for the, it's weird because it was in the theft, but they didn't credit him for the,
We're pleading to the theft, right?
yes, we're playing on the theft. And it was,
So it looks like the original offer was put in was for 3 days time served. For some reason, the plea paperwork was filed incorrectly and says 35 days. We're gonna refile that.
She wanted, okay,
okay, we'll stand down and then.
yeah,
Yeah, because it only says 2 days on mine.
yeah. They're gonna have to redo it. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're back, Mr. Curry. So the agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail on the theft, where you're facing up to 6 months and or a $2,000 fine, credit for the, you said 2?
Okay, that's what the.
Yeah, it's 2 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. Mr. Curry, you need to understand, at some point, they're gonna hit you with a felony if you continue to pick up these cases. Do you understand? Then you're facing years instead of days. As part of the agreement, they're going to dismiss the criminal trespass. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot take this.
19 years old, no high school diploma, and she's still trying to figure out her next step. The judge is giving her a chance to clean up her act, but let's be real, it's about more than just avoiding jail time. This is about getting your life on track. How would you handle the pressure to make something of yourself?
It's away. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Oh, yes.
I will find you guilty, send you to it, and good luck to you, sir. Thanks you. Good morning, Ms. Torres. Ma'am, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a deferred adjudication. This is a great deal. You know, if you can complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, which is really important, you know. But you need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you complete it successfully, like I said, you don't end up with a conviction. But if you do something to violate this agreement, we issue a warrant for your arrest. Shh. We put you in custody, bring you back out, determine if you violated it. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand? To complete it successfully, you must do a thinking for a change. You must also do an anger management class. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with the Derek Michael Waters and Miss Mendoza. Do you understand? Like I said, if you violate this, we issue a warrant for your arrest, and then you're looking at a lot of time in jail. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, you get all your classes done. If you're nice to everybody, we can perhaps take you off in half the time. It could be done in 6 months if you get everything done quick, and most of all, be nice to everybody. Which thinking for a change did you want?
Sort of a standard one, if that's all the paper for 15 for a change, whatever the standard course is.
So I guess
Here's the thing about DWI cases, especially in Texas. One bad night and you're facing thousands in fines, not to mention a potential license suspension. The judge's warning here isn't just for the defendant. It's a cautionary tale for anyone listening. One bad decision could snowball into a whole new set of problems.
just do the smaller one. Yeah. Right. It's a big deal because there's the long thing for change, which is 4 months, and then there's the smaller one. So we're not asking much. You also understand there's no weapons and you cannot consume alcohol or illegal drugs as well.
This was,
How old are you, man?
how old are you, Judge?
How old are you, man?
are you?
19.
19.
Did you graduate from high school? Did you graduate from high school? Okay.
No, sir, and yes, sir, to the judge.
So what are you going to do with yourself? What are you
Ma'am,
going to do with yourself? Shh. You're 19. You didn't graduate from high school. Where are you going?
I'm trying to go for it. I've been working right now. I'm in the motion of getting my GED.
I'd like to make that a condition as well. Please. Guys, if you don't.
Okay, pause right there. Did you hear that? Positive again. Now imagine being in front of a judge, caught twice, and still trying to talk your way out of it. What would you do in that situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the court show mercy or drop the hammer?
If you're okay with that.
Yes, yes, we're okay with that.
That's probably one of the most important things here. You cannot go through life without having your GED. You will make pennies to when anybody else is making $1. It's a proven fact. You have to have at least a high school education. You have to know something in this life. Knowledge is power. Don't rely on a man. That man may never be there in the future for you. And if you don't have a skill, if you don't have a trade, if you don't have a career, you'll be penniless and life sucks without money. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what I'm going to do is within 3 weeks, we want to see that she's signed up for a GED class. I'd like to keep it here, or I'd like to keep it close so that we can seriously monitor her. I'm going to monitor you myself because I want to make sure that you're at least getting your GED. It's extremely important. Do you understand, Ms. Torres?
Yes, sir.
I will waive all your costs for everything that I can. It's never about money. It's about you doing what you say you're going to do and staying out of trouble. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, once you are in with us, you're signing a contract with us. And I'm going to tell you now, I will hold you to this until you get your GED. And if you start playing with us, you start toying with us, we can amend it, put you in, take you back out until you take us seriously. No dope.
Now here's an interesting situation. Michelle's had a tough run. No job, no car, evicted, and now she's turning to family for support. The judge gets real about the idea of going back home to reset. Everyone hits hard times, but do you think asking for help shows weakness, or is it a smart move when you're truly stuck?
No alcohol. Get your GED. Give me questions. If you ever have a question, if you ever have an issue, all you have to do is tell us. In here, you have to be able to talk with us, tell us what's going on, if there's ever a problem. If you just take off and you blow us off, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. You will end up going to jail. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to hold you to this until, at a minimum, you get your GED. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Sorry?
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year. Get it done. Make us proud. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Good.
Yes.